Hello, I'm Katie Hendricks, and I want to introduce our new integrity deck to you and also share with you some ways that you can use it. A lot of people think of integrity as a morality issue, and I want to let you know in our 3 decades of exploring integrity, we've really found that the root meaning of integrity, which is an unbroken wholeness or totality with nothing wanting. It really expresses what integrity can provide for us. It can provide an experience of wholeness, an experience of harmony with yourself. And we think of integrity as more being in alignment rather than a morality issue. It's really an issue of harmony. Can I utilize all of my energy, my focus, and my actions to move in the direction that I want? And do I actually know what I want? Because so much of our life has been created from the outside in, responding to, reacting to, rebelling against, rather than coming from the inside out. And what we found that integrity does is provide you a new kind of skeleton that's reliable, that gives you a foundation of wholeness for moving through life. And the integrity skills are all solid, doable, practical skills that you can learn. And they're in the area of impeccable agreements, healthy responsibility, emotional literacy, and conscious communication. And I intend to be making a video for each of the cards, but I wanted to share with you today some of the ways that you can just use it in general. So you might have a specific issue and you might think, well, this I think has to do with agreements. So you look through the deck and you look for the integrity cards that have to do with agreement, and you pick one of them and you look at it. And there may be just something that's going on that feels more like, I'd like to get a little bit more support for this. I'd like to expand my experience of living in a wholeness and living in alignment. And so in that case, what I want to suggest to you is that you spread these cards out, you kind of fan them out, and then you let yourself just intuitively pick one whose colors or images appeal to you. So one side of the card has a collage on it with images that my friend and artist Kirsten Jones created to help really make these integrity decks more visual and more interactive. And the image itself may evoke some new feelings, some new thoughts, and some new actions in you. And on the other side of the card, there is a statement and there's also a question. So the statement might be, it appeals to one part of your brain, and the question appeals to another part of your brain. So this one has to do with emotional literacy, and it says, I am willing to have my communication fully received by others. So you can say that inside yourself, you can say it out loud. Then I like to pause and take a couple of relaxed breaths. And I like to add a little bit of movement, either wiggling or just some kind of free movement that my body wants to do. And then I might come back and look at it again. I am willing to have my communication fully received by others. And I like to notice both my thoughts, any thoughts that come up, like what just came up for me, I'm willing to have my communication fully received by others. I had the thought come up, well, some people aren't willing to receive that. So that's something to notice, is that I imagine that there's going to be some resistance. That's a valuable thing to notice, that because it might set me up for communicating with a sense of I've got to push against something. You can also notice your body sensations. So if I read the other one, which is the question, how can I speak about my feelings and inner experience congruently so that others understand? Oh, so when I say that and I notice my body sensations, I actually felt my head expand. It kind of went boom. Like that was a new thought for me, like, oh, I could speak congruently, and that might give other people more understanding of what I've just said. Oh, wow. And you might notice a body sensation and it doesn't seem like it's connected to anything. So we're really wanting to incorporate your body wisdom and your imagination and all of your senses in this exploration, so that you don't immediately go for meaning. What should I think about this? What does this mean? But you let yourself really open to the palette, to the exploration and the resources that your body wisdom can provide. So the short answer to how do I use this deck is have fun with it and let yourself spread it out. And you might actually just pick a card every day. Like when you get up in the morning, before you get into your day, you pick a card and you let yourself explore, reading it out loud, letting yourself notice body sensations, notice any thoughts that come up. And then the last thing I want to invite you to do is to wonder about what's the simplest action step that you could take that would begin moving you in the direction of what you're learning. It could be as simple as writing something down, making a new decision about something that you had thought was pretty fixed. But I'd like you to keep it really, really simple, because my sense is that as you're exploring integrity, you're going to be experiencing more and more of a sense of your own resourcefulness, your own capability, your own ability to move forward with ease. And we have found, just like when you align your car, that you move forward in harmony rather than with rattle. So this is a rattle removal deck, but also a way for you to expand your felt sense of wholeness. So thanks for engaging with the integrity deck. And I also want to thank our feline. This is one of our cats, Allie, who's been sitting with me during this whole exploration. So I always know I'm on the right track when these girls are nearby, because they give their full attention, and I can see that she's really been enhanced by exploring integrity. So thanks a lot.